Geronimo Stilton, The Wizard's Wand, The Ninth Adventure, Protectors of the Kingdom of Fantasy, Geronimo Stilton, Scribblehopper, Blossom, Blue Rider, Scatterclaws, Invisible Cloak, and Clever Wing. It all started like this. My dear mouse friends, you know who I am, right? My name is Stilton, Geronimo Stilton, and I run the Rotary Gazette, the most fabulous newspaper on Mouse Island. I'm about to tell you the story of another one of my magical adventures of the Kingdom of Fantasy. Yes, I'm talking about the most beautiful place in the world. The home of fairies, gnomes, giants, elves, pixies, dragons, unicorns, and mystical talking animals. It all started exactly like this. It was March 20, the first day of spring. That morning, I was supposed to be attending a conference in Cheddarville. I had woken up super early to get to the airport in time for my flight, so I set my alarm clock, but it didn't work. Instead of being super early, I woke up super late. I jumped in the shower, but the water was freezing. The hot water heater was broken. I got dressed quickly and left in a hurry, but a button got caught in the doorknob, and my jacket ripped. So I went back inside and to change. At that point, I was extremely late. I finally got outside and looked for a taxi, but of course he couldn't find one. Luckily, I arrived at the airport just in time to board the plane, but the flight was terrible. I suffered from air sickness the whole time. Yeesh. Yeah, your motion sickness is little. Oh boy. I arrived just in time for the start of the conference, only to discover that it had been canceled at the last minute with no notice. I returned only to discover I had lost my house keys and was now locked out. When the locksmith finally let me in, I discovered that the house was flooded because I let the shower running that morning. I went straight to bed, but I was so tired I can't fall asleep. So I turned on my computer to write a new chapter of my latest book. But I accidentally pressed the wrong button and erased everything. No, I squeaked. Why me? What a horrible day. I sighed. How I wished I were in the Kingdom of Fantasy. There I could use my imagination to fix any problem. I finally fell into a restless sleep, full of strange dreams. At midnight, I woke up suddenly because I heard bells jingling. I ran to the window outside and saw a silver carriage being pulled through the air by 13 silver unicorns. Aboard the silver carriage. I blinked. Wait, what? There are those really unicorns? And was that carriage really flying through the air by my house? A frog poked his head out the driver's seat. Knight, he shouted. Are you ready for a new adventure? Come on! We leave immediately. Wait a minute, that's Scribblehopper! I shook my snout, till groggy from sleep, and had the cheese slipped out my cracker? The frog hopped out of the carriage and jumped into my windowsill. It was my friend Scribblehopper, a literal frog, and a virtual author of my official guide when I visit the Kingdom of Fantasy. Come on, Knight, he said. Again, more urgently. Climb aboard, we're leaving. But I need to pack my bag, I replied. A first-class literature frog. He granted from previous Elvish Academy Elementary with a degree of mythology, philologically, and approving legendologically. He is also an expert in witchery, sorcery, dragonology, pixeology, gnomenology, giantology, and fairyology. He is Geronimo's official guide to the kiddo fantasy. I'm not ready to go on a trip in the middle. It's the middle of the night. That's no excuse, Knight, Squabber spoke impatiently. There is a real emergency in the kiddo fantasy. Why else I could have come to find you? Sheesh. Come on! Our queen is missing! Blossom is missing? I shouted. Why didn't you say so? I'll be right there. Now you're ready. I quickly got dressed and jumped aboard on the silver carriage, which was hovering right next to my window. Welcome aboard, Knight, Scribbleopper said. I had to honor become a captain of before he could finish it. The unicorns darted towards and took off. Uh-oh, there comes his air sickness. Let's go! On the wings of the wind, to the kingdom of fantasy. I think I'm going to be a little airsick too. Moldy mozzarella. Airplanes were bad, but that carriage was so much worse. I thought I might toss my cheese. As we raced through the sky, Scribblehopper shouted out, on the wings of the wind, the silver carriage will fly to the kingdom of fantasy through the starriest night sky. Well, I guess some things never change. My friend's poetry was still pretty awful. Oh, come on! I thought it was good. The kingdom of fantasy. What a flight. Scribblehopper pointed to a chameleon wearing an elegant blue uniform. This is Prism, our flight attendant, Scribblehopper said. She also happens to be the cousin of Bells the chameleon. Of course, I knew she looked familiar. I had met Briggles on some of my previous trips to the Kingdom of Fantasy. Next, Scribblehopper introduced me to a small bat carrying a guitar. And this is Batty Matty, he explained. He will entertain us during our journey by singing and playing his guitar at night. Fasten your seatbelt immediately, Prism yelled at me, and reminded me to seated during the direction of the flight. Thank you. Don't worry. I wouldn't even think about moving, I replied, my whiskers trembling and fright as the silver carriage stirred to the right, and then to the left, driven dramatically, and then soaring upward. Holy cheese, I felt so sick. Faster! Blossom's faithful subjects! Scribblehopper shouted into the wind. Stirred by his words, the unicorns galloped faster and faster, and the carriage jumped up and down. Brizzo won't stop chattering in my ear. Would you like a beverage, sir? Or maybe a slice of cheese? The thought about food made me 100 times worse. Captain Scribblehopper is such a good pilot, Prism continued. I didn't think he'll crash, do you? The carriage jerked immediately, or maybe he will, Prism added. Then, Batty Matty began strumming his guitar and singing, through the sky, don't you know why? Oh my goodness. Oh boy, the camera swooped low and then goes high. No one knows, we might crash and fall and with a great big smash. Oh my goodness. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick too. Oh my lord.